Hi, my name is Kylie Schmitz, and these are the three people I'm gonna be saying my speech in front of. Do you think that mental health is talked about enough? I think it's talked about, but I don't think it's at the rate it should be, but I have seen it talked about a lot more within schools and on social media and things like that. Mental illness affects a lot more people than you may think, and it affects people's moods, behaviors, and even thoughts. And I think that people suffering from it should get the help that they need, and talking about it more will make them more comfortable with coming forward with what they're dealing with. One of the reasons that I think it's heavily avoided is because older generations have been conditioned into believing that it's wrong to have mental illness when it's not at all and it's totally normal. And I think talking about it will make people more comfortable with the topic. And also, newer generations have been talking about it more, which has also made people more comfortable with talking about it. Also, another reason that I think it's heavily avoided is because when people come forward with symptoms of mental illness, people will look at them differently and think that there's something wrong with them and things like that. And a lot of people have a lot of strong opinions about people who suffer from mental illnesses, so it makes people scared to come forward. There are a lot of different factors that lead into why people have mental illnesses, and there's not really a single source that causes mental illness, so it's hard to find a treatment for it, but there are some treatment options for those who need it. And a lot of things that could lead to mental illness is child abuse, stress, and income and stuff like that. And one of the major factors that has raised a lot of mental illness statistics is because of COVID, because we were all stuck inside, so people weren't getting that social interaction that they needed. And I found a statistic that showed that 1 in 5 U.S. adults live with mental illness, which I think is crazy, because not many people know of that because it's not really talked about. But also a lot of people do believe that it is talked about enough. However, I don't think it's at the rate it should be, but I think that no one really talks about mental health until something bad happens, like someone taking their own life, and it's downplayed so much to the point where that actually does happen, and after that there's no fixing that. They can't help people that have already gotten to that point, so it's essential to fix the issue before it actually happens. I think that when people think of mental health, they often think about major mental illnesses like schizophrenia and other illnesses like that, but it could even mean depression or anxiety or not simple but or not smaller but less severe versions of mental illness. And I think that bringing awareness to mental health could get the people who need it help, because there's a lot more people out there that are dealing with it than you may think. And I think it should be talked about more. And like I said, if it's talked about more, then the people that need it could get the help that they need. So yeah.